Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Surf Gal. We are heading into the last section here. I believe this is going to be pretty much the end game. As in, I think we're just gonna have like one. I mean, we've done 2/3 of the dungeon. It looked like there were 3 electricity shots. Glad I went out of my way to get full health. These spiders might be the most annoying enemies in the game. Besides possibly those skulls. Oh my god. Hold it too close. Misread that one. Yeah, the controls on this are a lot harder than they look. With these moving platforms, they're very odd in how they move you. Makes it very disorienting. Make better use of my resources. That's new. Ha. Thanks. Okay. Great, teleporter maze, where you have no indicator of which way is which. I will just walk into them randomly until I find my solution. As I have done in many Pokemon games before. It always feels like what they want you to do is like map out how the whole thing moves. I don't even see where I'm trying to get. Is it the far left side? It's the left side, okay. Woo. Okay. So my biggest trick with any of these type of puzzles is work backwards. So try and get I actually only half meant to do that at the end. I mean, I put a bunch of stuff into place to make connections, but I hadn't actually realized that I was just going to trigger it when I flipped that last one. That's what happens when you work backwards, I guess. Okay. This is probably it. Let's do this. Electricity crackled through the air as our hero walked before the evil throne. This is it, Grandpa. Final showdown. I never thought a stupid little knight. I never thought I'd hate a stupid little knight as much as I do my brother. Even though my powerful spells kept this kingdom safe all these years, the entire kingdom always adored Orc instead. Perhaps I could have been nicer to people, but maybe not force them to do grueling personal chores for me, but none of that will matter once I dethrone my brother and take the kingdom. Young knight, you'll be the first to bow down to me, Wizard King Crocus. Okay. Okay, so we can't hit him while he's up there. Okay, that does hit him. Or at least it seems to be. And it looks like his health's already moving to red. The mighty wizard, defeated by a lowly recruit. Curse the knights, curse my foolish brother, curse you, Lily. Blah. So the wizard Crocus was defeated, never to cast a terrible spell on another living soul again. Yay, Blossom Kingdom can finally have peace. Let the celebration begin. Kingdom is forever in your debt. Please take this royal bracelet as a small token of your king's gratitude, and help you to cleanse our lands of evil that still lingers thanks to my brother. What? Long live Lily, hero of Blossom Kingdom. So ends the story of Blossom Tales, the Sleeping King. I really liked that story, Grandpa. She sure was brave. Oh yes, Lily showed us that even when it looks like darkness has won, anyone can be a hero. All it takes is a little courage. That's a good message. Especially right now. And a lot of heart. So, which story is next? Oh. Be good tomorrow and I'll tell you another one before bed. As for now, it's time for you young sprouts to hit the hay. Okay. Good night, Grandpa. Thanks for the story. Okay. So it looks like there's not necessarily post-game, but further collecting available still. It gave us the bracelet, which I'm not sure what that does. But there's nowhere left on the map, so I doubt there's the actual post-game. Unless something changes. This is a cute game. I really enjoyed it. I like this style of puzzles. I like this style of exploration, I guess. I didn't find it super hard for the most part. Like, there were definitely times where I was, getting hit a lot and taking damage and stuff. But I ended with 13 health potions and never used a resurrection butterfly, which made me feel like it was could have been a little more challenging. But I also feel like this is kind of a good it's okay that it's not super challenging. Not every game has to be super challenging. There were a few of the puzzles, as I think I mentioned a couple videos ago, that not a big fan of the way they were designed. Like the shopkeeper only showing up during real-time hours, which is especially frustrating. Like, I did a lot of my early play of this game, after work when I get off at 5. So the fact that it's only open from 8 to 5 means that I literally could not have done it during my normal play through. I just wouldn't have found out. I think a cool way to do that might have been to, instead of just saying closed, actually post that his hours are 9 to 5, so you'd know, at least. Okay, let's see what happens if we do this. Lily didn't just sit at home after defeating Crocus. No, sure, there were still plenty more things to do throughout her wonderful kingdom, like finding more secrets to uncover and people in need of heroic helping hand. Oh. Well, that's handy. So apparently the bracelet just lets you pull up your teleport menu and go to any of the teleport spots. Nice. So yeah. It looks like I'm missing 6 heart containers and some energy crystals. I know I'm missing 3 scrolls, which I believe is a full energy crystal's worth. So here's, like, I mentioned stuff like the merchant, as there's no real indicator in the game, and that's actually one of the biggest things that I would think would be really cool. I wish that the scrolls in particular, since there's so many of them, had an indicator of some kind, where you could get hints as to where the next one in order was, either on previous scrolls or on either on previous scrolls or on, like, if you could go and talk to, like, one of the disciples here or something. Like, if there were just random people who talked about her adventures, that would be another way to do it. Like, just basically people who talked about where those scrolls might be. Something for the merchant, and then those 2 or 3, like, turning block puzzles just needed a little bit more of a hint to make them make sense, so you could know what you were looking for. Or enough consistency that it wasn't an issue. And then I did mention the Simon puzzles, adding instead of doing a separate cycle every single time would be good. But outside of those minor things, I really enjoyed the game. It's a really fun adventure game. It's the type of game that I like. It reminds me a lot of classic Zelda games. It reminds me a lot of Secret of Mana. It reminds me a lot of The puzzles remind me a lot of Lufia 2, which is a very high compliment. I'm glad it's not too much longer. I was saying at the beginning I'd heard it was kind of short. But I feel like this is about the right size based on how much is there. Like, yeah, they could have added a bunch more, but it has a lot more overworld and a lot less, there's only a few dungeons, but there's a lot of overworld to explore. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be scrounging for the last few items here. I don't think that the stuff that's worth it, or I don't think the stuff that's left is going to prove to be worth it at this point, basically. But I do have a lot of games lined up right now. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you like this, there's a bunch of Zelda runs of various sorts. There are a bunch of Metroidvanias that have this sort of exploration, a bunch of RPGs. If you like this sort of setting, this is pretty emblematic of the type of games I play. If you have any suggestions for future games for me to play, toss them in the comments. Again, big thank you to Ryan Brown for providing this game. I do not expect or encourage people to do this, but I do appreciate the gesture, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. I definitely enjoyed the game. So, as always, have a good one. Catch you next time.